Okay, guys, this is the OBUROIWU Hour, the sports segment. Well, here is my post-match preview for Chelsea versus Napoli last night. See, let's first start with the whole stats. Napoli stats first. Napoli have not lost any game in that their home throughout this season, and they've not lost to any English team at home since 2019. I like to hear this type of stats whenever a team wants to play Chelsea, because it looks like Chelsea is the team that is capable of stopping this kind of stats, this kind of records. We are the type of team, Chelsea is the type of team that they break record to make record. That's our style. Yesterday, Chelsea also made a record on its own when they defeated Napoli. How? Okay, Chelsea is the first English team that have reached the round of 16 Champions League more than any other English teams. Now, you can go and check it. I'm not capping. Chelsea is that good. My jeez. Now, let's go into the game. At first, when the game started in the first half, I saw the lineup. Before the game, I saw the lineup. I was more like, I didn't want to say anything because I want to trust this man, this professor that we have. I want to trust him. Seeing Rhys James as a centre back was the only mess up I saw in that game, though, because I know Rhys James' awareness is very, very, like, he's slow when it comes to reading games as a centre back. I knew it was just Fofana that was going to suffer the whole thing. It's just like playing Enzo and Caicedo as a defensive player. Enzo doesn't mark the way Caicedo marks. So sometimes he leaves Caicedo and go front. At the end of the day, Caicedo will be alone. And that's why most times Caicedo used to get yellow carded. That's aside. Now let's get back to the defense. So I said, okay, let me allow this man to go on with playing Rhys James as a CB. I was waiting for any positive thing to come out from that game. First half, after we scored, I said, okay, I think maybe it's going to be like this. Then the next thing, Napoli started holding up possessions. They started playing us ball. Like Napoli started balling us. The way their passes were direct. Chelsea mark. In fact, I would say this before I continue. Anybody that is teaching Chelsea how to mark should stop that rubbish. Chelsea should hire a better coach, defensive coach that knows how to mark. Because if this thing will be say, only Chelsea at the watch will be say, I go see one player, as in go carry Chelsea players, they run around pitch. It doesn't make any sense. And this has been going on for a very long time. Okay, now let's get back to the game. Then Napoli is equalized to 1-1 with that guy's dribble. I don't know how James was there. That guy maneuvered Fofana just like that. That goal was sweet too. I won't blame Sanchez because that goal, it was so close. You understand? Then now, the equalizing goal, James was still there. That guy crossed that ball. Gusto was even doing rubbish. James was standing there. He wasn't even, see, James didn't even read the line. He wasn't even at the line of that crossing. He was a little bit off from the line. So Fofana was exposed. That's how Hujlon got that second goal. I was very angry at Rosselló. Like, I was very angry at Rosselló at that time because I knew this wasn't going to work, but I didn't want to just say anything. Okay, now coming into the second half, that's when I know that this man, in fact, what this man did is the reason I will say I will never miss Maresca. If it was Maresca will wait till 70 to 80 minutes before doing that sub when he knew that he's even losing. Now, bringing in Palmer in that second half, it shows that Chelsea needed the creativity. Palmer came in and changed the game. And I also noticed that whenever Palmer is in the game, João Pedro tends to play very well because their link-up play is good. Most of the goals they played yesterday, most of the goals João Pedro scored yesterday was based on link-up. You understand? So Palmer was pushed to the 10. Estafao was still there, but he wasn't feeling himself. This man had to bring in another player, another attacker. The problem now he needed to tackle was removing Gusto, taking Rhys James back to his wing, then now bringing in Chalobah. That was a very good call from them, a very good tactical game. That was what I was expecting us to start from that because Napoli was wide. And they were using wide play for us. And we were just using three defenders, which is Cucurella, Fofana, and Rhys James. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. Napoli was just taking up all our midfield. Also, I was expecting something else from the man, but I was expecting him to, like, bring in Badishio. Immediately they brought Lukaku. But I see if the man is actually reading my mind. And he already brought Gittin in the game. Now, Gittin was losing balls. Now, immediately Lukaku came in. This man had to remove Gittins. And put in Badishio to because of the height, this thing, because it was only Chaloba and this guy Fofana in that defense at that time. Now bringing it Badishio for the height purpose to help Chelsea defend Lukaku. That was another tactical thing that man did there. It showed me that that man is a pure magician. That man is a good magic. He's a good tactician. Trust me. If we God knows, say Maresca gave me high BP. Maresca gave me BP. I nearly craze for Maresca era. I don't go lie you. Forget that we won all those trophies that we won. But guy Maresca with his subs and tactical approach to games, sometimes there's lineup, very crazy. Resident, no, I will give it to you. You are incredible. You are incredible. No try that to Reece James center back again. No try him at all for your life. No try him again. Just leave Reece James. Let him be playing his wing right back or sometimes playing in the midfield. Aside from that, no carry him go any other wing again. Kudos to Chelsea, man. Kudos to Chelsea. And João Pedro, man, you were absolutely unstoppable last night. Kudos to you, man of the match. It's not easy. It's not easy, man. Thank God Kopama is back. 2 assists. This reminds me of that Club World Cup Chelsea won. I'm telling you, this reminded me of that Club World Cup we won. The way João Pedro and Palmer turned up. Oh my guy, I just pity Arsenal for this EFL this thing because it's going to be another Remotanda. This man just made me believe that Chelsea can do Remotanda. Arsenal, we are coming. See the kind of hate watch we just did throughout yesterday. People were saying Chelsea cannot qualify. Chelsea will be kicked out of top 8. Chelsea from top 8 enter top 6. That's how big we are. Don't ever underestimate Chelsea again. OBUROIWU.